EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storyline. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And take it right on the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Johnson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Alexander. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The throw over the middle, taken in. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. This defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 94 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's going to look deep down the field, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting over.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McDonald. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. McDonald, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Up the middle they go. McDonald fighting through at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, it's McDonald, and he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
Hey, check that.
And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Johnson. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run. In a big way as well. And here you're down in the red zone.
Okay,
you need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And it's intercepted. He's on his way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete to Scott. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Johnson now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guy.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to. There he goes, right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, reload.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Anderson on the slant. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams get a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point.
Alert!
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Johnson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. but a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Johnson on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Johnson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead.
Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that